Drip 2's Escape. Now, this is the base, this is the story, this is the elaboration of literally what inspired me to do the Illusionist. This is the two sides of Shoto Todoroki that I wrote at Fanmade 2019. It all started from Drip 1. If you go back to the video of my walk with Analytical, you'll understand that Drip 1 was the asshole, literally. But Drip 2 was the superhero because Drip 1 put in a lot of work and then Drip 2 literally did everything within the same day. It was crazy. So it went like this. The story of me and God. After I talked to Eric, after I did a little ring shit with my eye, literally everybody staring at me. I just got done grabbing hella fucking girls. Fucking Aaron didn't even know at the fucking time. And literally fucking I'm doing this ring shit and it's pissing him off because literally he knows it's not gay, but it's hella showing off. And literally it really tore me apart because I already knew it was crazy. I was thinking like I was feeling R. Kelly vibes and shit. The shit was really crazy. How the transition from Drip 1 into Drip 2 like went into was unbelievable. Like I just got done smoking with fucking Aaron. Literally I was going around, literally I saw so many cosplayers fucking high. I was grabbing fucking ass high and shit like that. It was insane. Literally Drip 1 was going all over the place. Literally almost got into a fight. It was fucking crazy. Fucking Drip 1 was doing hella crazy shit. And the worst part about it is I had a girl at the time. So I'm doing all this shit, like literally I'm grabbing ass and shit. I'm aware I have a little family, and literally I'm really trying to perform and try to get all this shit together, and I couldn't do it because literally it was a whole bunch of shit going through my motherfucking. I was sitting down with fucking Eric, Aaron, me and him were high as fuck. And literally we were just sitting fucking down, literally just thinking about the world, like literally how fucking treacherous this shit was. I saw fucking Rock Lee in the 8 Gates in cosplay, and that's when I knew I was in hell. Literally, the first Fanmade felt like heaven, but this one felt straight like hell, I swear. And it gave me every single indication that that was a bad move, like literally. And then after I got done hanging out with Aaron, really crazy, I went in for even fucking more, and literally, it was crazy. I went overboard, I was pissed, like literally. I was really dealing with everybody's fucking shit. I kept this little, internet celebrity thing going on. Literally, I did my thing and it was fucking horrible. So in transition to after I literally got into all that shit, what happened was this. I'm like, you know what? It's time to stop. I've done enough for today. So literally, I go with the jacket box, I change my outfit, and now I'm like, you know what? I'm done grabbing ass. Literally, because the whole point, I was training for 5 months in order to get to the dance. To show how much I improved because I got a gym membership. And literally, all that happened in the same year, so I got a gym membership so I can learn how to b-boy. So like, literally, I was gonna be Todoroki on the dance floor, so I know a whole bunch of different styles of dance. Like when I came out, it was like a whole new me. Like literally, everybody, it went from like heaven to hell. Like yo, we have a shot. Because there was only limited people there because they pulled the same shit they did at Level Up at Fanmade, and it really fucking sucked. They made sure everything was wired down, so I had to go in. So literally, what was crazy was we hear every fucking story going around fucking about this guy grabbing girl after girl after girl. It was really fucking crazy. And they took a picture of me with this Evangelion girl, and literally, what was happening is literally she had her arm around my neck, and literally my hand was all up on her booty cheek and shit. And it was crazy because literally the first time it was hella fucking smooth and literally that shit was insane, but I was a little bit nervous at the time. Like even though it was something I regularly do, even though they let me do it a lot, I was still like unsure. Like this is before I saw Aaron. I saw this fat ass girl like literally as the Evangelion as Ray and shit, and so literally fucking I came up and I grabbed the cheek and literally made history. Literally it was crazy. But then literally they tried to use that against me and it was insane. That shit was like out of pocket. So what happened was literally Drip 2 was the evolution of all that. Like literally, so I did all that shit with Drip 1. So Drip 2 comes in and literally out of nowhere he has a second chance. Like literally my second chance of God. Literally I just got done taking a picture with Hi Puffy Yumi. And so all of a sudden I come in and I see the whole gang from Kolioko. I'm like, what is I'm like, oh my god, Lily, I just got done smoking a blunt. Everybody's looking at Shelto Todoroki walking down the street smoking a blunt, and Lily, it was crazy. Then I come in and I see Jeremy, I see Odd, I see Yubi, I see Ulrich, I see even William in cosplay. It was crazy because of Lily. How much shit that was going in. So I was preparing. I smoked like half the blunt before I went into the dance, you know. I was smoking a little bit, you know, just to get my buzz going. And so all of a sudden, I run into the Evangelion girl again before the dance. And so Lily, it went like this. So the rumors already going around that I'm in trouble and shit like that. But I already know, like, I'm already here. I have to perform and shit like that. Like, we already knew it was a misunderstanding. So Lily, the first fan mate, I was getting great. I was grabbing girls in front of the security guards. You know, Shannon, the girl who I'm trying to make knuckles with, I was grabbing on her ass for at least fucking 3 minutes. I was in front of the security guard. It was so fucking funny. That was literally how cool it was the year before. I was all up in Shannon, and it was crazy because it was that same day at Family 2018. After I get done with Shannon, literally, freaking the same security guard helps me find my wallet. It was hella funny. Literally, that's how cool it was before, but then it went from that to literally, because that's the understanding that we had before. Like, literally, freaking, like, that was literally how cool I had at Family, because it was just fucking cool because everybody know me. And then they even made me again, like, man, you're looking good. And it was really, really genuine. And like, literally, it was filled with understanding the first time. And the second time, it was really crazy. So here's what happened. So because I had it cool the first time, what I did was this. I applied the strategy at the time while I knew it was necessary. So I see the Evangelion again, and one of the security guards happens to walk by, and she was a girl. And so Lily, so what I did was I'm like, okay, I'm gonna show him like how good we actually have it. So I picked her up off the ground. So me and the Evangelion start hugging again. And so I take another picture with her and Lily. So I grab her cheeks again, but this time I go for force because I was a little bit nervous. But since I already got consent earlier, I went back to that same girl that gave me consent earlier and cleared the situation in front of the security guard. What I did was I grabbed her in front of the security guard, and then she's all like, wait, hold up, we have made a mistake. This is actually his girlfriend. It was fucking crazy. My girl smiling and shit, glad that my hands actually went full force. Let my hands roam free and shit. Now it was crazy because literally after that, like literally I got ready. I fucking, then I gave her a good smack in the head. Literally everybody heard it around the whole auditorium. It was fucking funny as shit. But literally fucking after I got done with my fucking girl, I went out and I smoked again, and I go on the dance floor. So you know, the time to go in for the dance. Now there was another surprise that I'm saying at the end of this video. Drip 2 is a very phenomenal character, one of my favorites in cosplay because of Lily, the story that he told, like Lily. So it went like that. Lily, I got done giving my girl what she wanted from earlier. I go out, I smoke a blunt, I'm on my way back, and I'm ready to get in the dance. So I get in line for the dance, and Lily, there are Lily at least 4 to 8 cops surrounding the entrance of the dance. Lily, they're looking at me and they're saying what's up to me and they're smiling and shit. And I knew I fucked up that day, but Lily, so like they're like, okay, so we heard he's been working hard for the dance. So Lily, so the cops in line when I'm trying to enter a dance, and so Lily freaking, they got me. There was this guy, Lily, it was so fucking funny, like, because they were trying to fool me because everybody knew it was gonna be a setup. So there was this guy, like, Lily, I was at this A's game, and Lily, it was either Warriors or A's game, and Lily, this white guy, Lily, fucking said, oh, it's gonna be alright, man, they're just gonna tase you, because he knew they were gonna set me up and shit. And that same guy, Lily, let me in the dance. He's like, oh, affirmative, boss. So what he did was, he let me know, like, yo, this is what's gonna happen, like, they're gonna gas you up, and you're gonna get hella cocky. And then they're gonna roast you after getting you cocky. The same thing happened to me. So literally, this white guy drove me in and said, so what's your name, man? I'm my mood tricks. And literally fucking, my delivery is way deeper. My delivery is way more cold. But I decided to say it like hella fucking freely and shit. And he's all like, oh, I know what's happening. He's like, you know why? Because I was supposed to be in denial at that certain point in time because I just fucked up. And he let me know that, like, I'm fake congratulating you, but you actually did give us a trophy. That was hella fucking funny. So he went online. He's like, oh, he grabbed a good one. And so it was hella fucking funny. So he's like, okay, let me know how things go, boss. Like, Lily, that shit was hella funny. So Lily fucking, I went in and Lily, so the fucking, a cop is talking to a little girl, and like, so what the cop was gonna do, like, what they were doing was they were evaluating the situation because they heard that I was training for an event, and that Lily, this is all a big misunderstanding because I did it the first year, and crazy as shit. So once I got onto the dance floor, it was all over. So Lily, I go in, and literally, I go crazy, Lily. I'm doing all sorts of different dance styles, Lily, on the dance floor. It was fucking insane. So Lily, I'm fucking loaded. I'm dancing with this one girl for hella fucking long, and literally freaking crazy as fuck. Literally, I'm creating dance styles on spot, like literally fucking really going hard with this outfit of Todoroki, and I'm literally all the work was put in. I had a laser light glowing the dark mask too. That shit was nasty because of literally freaking I was prepared so much, so they started thinking everything was all good. I even got double confirmation, so here was the big fucking, big surprise. It added on to Drip 2's James Bond complex. So I had a baby mama at the time that was supposed to meet me at the convention. So she was the most popular girl at Fanime, and she, like what I heard, actually used Fanime as literally a tool like to be social because she's, an anime fan, and like she used like Fanime as a source of clout because literally she knew how to twerk and stuff like that. So literally, but I dominated her like the year before. So literally, what happened was we made a kid, and literally freaking I was waiting for her to rob her because you know how shit be. So like literally, I was waiting for her and everything was all good. So yeah, so like I was really understanding at the time. What happened was literally she came in and literally freaking she had a pink laser light outfit just like me. She had glow in the dark accessories just like me, but they happened to be pink. And she was waiting for me. Yeah, she used to cosplay as soccer. So like what happened was, so Drip 2 came in, and literally, so she brought her boyfriend along in order for an incognito. So what happened was this, so she brought her boyfriend along, and literally I was greeting her. So literally the first thing that happens is I see her and stuff like that because my battery runs out on my mask, and literally I meet her. I'm like, oh man, my shit was going in the dark too, but literally fucking my battery just ran out, and then she gave me a high five. The indication every fucking thing. This was literally my baby mama on the dance floor. She's acting brand new because I'm in this fucking fly ass fit, and literally fucking or like literally ask her what wrong and shit. Like literally, I looked at him and literally it was so fucking funny. Like you can kiss him, you can grind at him, you can do anything with that, but I've already hit it. It's so fucking funny. So I'm just literally on standby and shit, and literally just watching things play out. So like it was crazy as fuck because I got with her and it was amazing because Drip 2 had all that shit incognito, and literally what happened was this, so I ignored her and literally I went on the dance floor, and so literally I got her to confess the fact that literally she was grinding on her boyfriend trying to make me jealous and stuff like that. Literally I literally got all this shit, and literally fucking I just killed shit on the dance floor. So I go in the crowd, you know how they pick up one person, they push them up in the air like literally hella times. So literally I went there and literally killed shit with fucking Drip 2, and literally fucking I was just wearing my hands in the air being part of the crowd, and she was getting jealous because I was doing my own thing. And that was crazy because what ended up happening is I read her lips in the dance floor. She was talking to her boyfriend trying to torture him, and because it wasn't making me jealous, she confessed to him on the dance floor that I have her kid. And literally it was crazy. And literally, and then afterwards, even after that, literally the line when we're getting into before even all that happens, it was before, not after, my bad. So literally, what happened was I get into a whole bunch of Asian kids, and like they start commenting on me. I tell them like, literally, yo, this is my lineup stuff that I'm supposed to be oob tomorrow, and they're like, it's crazy because fucking they were hella fucking hype. It's like, oh, you're that one dude from My Hero? It was nasty, and I actually hit a freestyle. Like literally, I just got done hanging out with Aaron earlier, hella funny, but literally I busted out where a freestyle in front of those Asian kids. So I was dancing, I was the playboy, money, my style, like literally this and that, and literally fucking, I fooled Remy BM on the dance floor. Literally all that shit added on to my James Bond complex, and that is the story of Drip 2. So literally, I got her to confess and everything, so literally, I got home and literally then the best part about that Illusionist was literally this, I was on my way to go see my mom because my mom was giving me an Uber. So I see this girl who's kind of like a transvestite, I think, and her name is Cammy. I don't know if you know who Cammy is. Literally, so I just got done and danced for a second, danced so hard that my hat came off, and literally I'm just rocking these skinny jeans, literally with Adidas shoes, literally looking like Michael Jackson, literally walking down the street, and so I'm like, hey, what's up, Cammy? Literally a transvestite that's slightly hot, literally in cosplay that added on to my just got done dancing on the dance floor. Literally come out, meet a cosplaying transgender named Cammy, say what's up, and literally take a picture like Michael Jackson on the way home. And that is what inspired me to do the Illusionist. Isn't that shit hella funny? Like literally all that shit happened, literally killed shit on the dance floor, literally got my baby mama's approval, got everything that happened, like literally all that night, literally And they're like, so that is what Lily saved me the next day. We're like, hold up, this guy was freestyling. Hold up, this guy was on a dance floor. He wasn't doing none of that gorilla shit. He wasn't grabbing no ass while I was talking to him. So Lily, that's what got me the majority of the votes. It was the funniest shit. I even ran into Arturo's fucking neighbor. Like Lily, his Afghan neighbor was actually working as a security guard. He's like, hey, what's up? I went there with you and Robert. And it was insane. But what really was tragic is when I got home, even though I got all that praise and appraisal, I came home to Lily looking at a picture as me labeled as a predator. After all that fun to dance for, after me, like Lily, all that shit I just displayed, Lily. Later on, I realized that I was actually good, but I fucked up a lot. So you know, they kind of like gave me a big ass slap on the wrist. But Lily, I felt really bad at the time. Imagine all that fun you were having, and then you come home and like Lily, that's what happens. And that's when I realized that like that was a life lesson that they were trying to tell me, that I was hanging with the wrong friends. That's literally a big ass life lesson, Lily. They'll let you have all that fun, but they literally, you know, save you from the responsibility of the actual situation. Like that is crazy as fuck. I was suffering a whole lot at that time, Lily. I had a girl at the time. They labeled me a fucking predator. It literally fucking, even though it was a false accusation, it was still really hurt at the time. After I was hanging with Aaron too, Lily, I was thinking about my daughter when I was hanging with Aaron. It was fucking insane. But then I learned later that that's the difference between a kid and a grown man. They had a really elaborate plan of literally thinking that they could trap me in a situation. Lily, we're gonna literally antagonize him, Lily, make fun of him the whole time to make sure he grabs the ass. And the same ass that I grabbed earlier, I grabbed in front of the security guard to let you know it's all good. So Lily, they had this big ass elaborate plan to try and trap me, and because I was a grown ass man, all I did was step to his side and go grab my girl. I was beating myself up at the time because I was really trying to be a nice person, because I was really trying to get into anime, and it was at the time where getting women wasn't anything new, so I was focusing on my personal hobbies way more than women. So when so when I couldn't come the third day, it really hurt. But you know, that's how I felt at the time. But I realized that actually I was like really a really higher power level than them. That's why it all worked out. But at the same time, like it was really a bad principle, because I used to be just like them, and I was feeling the same thing that they were feeling at the time. And literally, I feel so disgusted shit like that. But at the same time, like literally, it was their fault for like literally being a spoiled brat. Like literally, they had this bad idea of literally trying to like label a nice person really bad, and that really didn't work out. But aside from that, all those things I did on the dance floor in Drip 2, all the events of Drip 2 is what inspired me to do the Illusionist. Drip 2 had really a lot of good plays, like Lily freaking, there was this one girl who tried to reject me, so Lily, I'm like, okay, so Lily, I dissed her, and I went to go talk to 2 other girls, and so Lily, I started talking to 2 other girls, and so like Lily, what happened was after I got done talking to them, she started getting into her circle, so like literally Drip 2 was the James Bond of this story, and it was insane, Lily. I'm glad that I held my end of the bargain where it came to delivering and performing, because that was literally what everybody was counting on me on, and I did that exponentially, and that was awesome. But that also shows you what happens when you let me use the same tools. It's nasty, I know. Literally, all I had to do was because My Hero Academia, Todoroki, he's the Sasuke of the fucking soul. So you understand, all the bitches like him, all I had to do was wear his wig and literally go out, and that is what happens when you let me use the same tools. I had 2 fly-ass outfits, but they also had 2 different principles going on. Literally, Drip 1 literally got into a whole bunch of shit, and literally Drip 2 was a superhero that saved the day, and literally, that was insane. There was literally gods in my head, literally, because I knew they were setting me up, and I knew not to go in again, but I didn't know they were actually gonna keep pushing in order for me to go in. So literally, even before the confront, literally, I was thinking about literally, I could tell it wasn't gonna end up well. So literally, I was thinking about Omori and Todoroki. I'm like, literally, I was thinking about how the days went, and God's in my head, and he told me this. It's like, man, stop contemplating, stop literally wondering if it's gonna happen or not, stop literally freaking worrying about what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you what's about to happen. Literally, you're about to literally almost get 86 for Omori, and then literally it was almost gonna be heavy at 86 for Todoroki, but then Todoroki's gonna save the day, and then you're not even gonna be oob, so don't even think about it. God told me this before I even went, and do you know what that comes from? That comes from being a grown-ass man. You know what God did was he simplified the situation by saying, since you're gonna be Todoroki, you're gonna win. Like, literally, all this complicated shit that the little kids think on, literally, this and that, literally, the fact that I chose the popular character is the reason why I won. And literally, life is like that. It literally, that was the craziest thing that I learned about life. It literally had nothing to do with Ormor. It had nothing to do with it. Had a lot to do with it. Literally, that idea, but the angle was kind of the angle that Ormor came at you is unique, but Todoroki came at you with something that was definite, which is why literally we got a definite answer. That is so fucking crazy. What I learned about literally like life, shit like that. I'm like, that's very. I know like literally it sells, but I didn't know it sold to that amount. Literally fucking, and that is why, you know, I have this James Bond complex, because all the shit I did with Todoroki, that shit was insane. So yeah, this is the storyline of Drip 2, and this is what inspired me to do The Illusionist.